Okay, so this time we want to make a side profile for our character. So we're going to do that by going to our thread master, opening that up and grabbing thread main and just duplicating that. So we'll duplicate it, we'll bring it out, we'll close that up and then just hide it, and now we've got the thread master. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of the left eye, we don't need it. Right, so now we're going to make our side profile. So the first thing I want to do is go into the body section and I want to click edit, transform and warp. And like we did previously, I'm just going to warp the character a little bit so that it makes it look like it's more side on. So we want to make sure that we'll just bring the character down a bit. We don't want to cut into the character. And we probably want him to be a bit more round because he's going to be moving across our screen. So I'm happy with how that body looks. So now what we need to do is we need to move the right eye across so it's more of a side profile. So we select the right eye, click Control, Transform, and then drag it to where we want it. But no, currently that eye doesn't look right. So we need to play with the perspective. So we go to Transform and Perspective. And we can just play around. Until the eye looks a bit more how we want it. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate the eye a little bit to make it feel like a more side on. There we go. Okay, so then what we need to do is we need to move the mouth. Well, obviously the mouth again needs to just be shrunk down a little bit and moved across. So now what we've got is we've got kind of like a side profile of our character. Again, I'm not quite happy with the mouth, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to shrink it a little bit and then just bring it round. And then if we really want to, what we could do is we could change the shadow and bring the shadow up to kind of this way so that it makes it feel like your character's shadow is behind them. Right, so that's quite nice. And we just want to create an animation again with the character moving. So we're going to do that by duplicating it. Just put thread side view so that we know which file is which, and side view 2. Okay, I'm going to bring that one above and then I'm going to hide the original side view. So now all I want to do is I want to click on the body again and I'm going to click edit, transform and warp again. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it so it's a little bit more squidged. Okay, so now what we've got is we've got, so okay, so you can see the change. It makes it look a little bit like the character's moving. So what we need to do now is we need to duplicate side view 2 again, call it side view 3, and then we just want to again click on warp. Why is it not letting us? Oh yeah, because we need to go into the body section and do it, and then edit and warp. Then we're just going to warp, and I'm just going to bring this up a little bit and round a little bit more. Okay, so again, like we did previously, we've got those. So now what we need to do is we need to duplicate them. We'll just pop them in a folder and call it thread side master, and then duplicate it, side master, and then we'll just say thread side animation. Okay, so now what we've got is we've got these. So again, what we want to do is we want to just flatten them. So merge group, and merge group. Okay, so then what we want to do is go to our window and add our timeline back. And remember that we need to duplicate this layer, the end of the sequence layer, bring that to the top, and then we need to duplicate the second layer. And this is just so that we've got a full flowing sequence. So we've got a nice 6 frames. So if we go into the Fred side animation folder here, we'll be able to see. And all we want to do is zoom in again, and then 1, 2, 3, and then side view and cut. Delete that one. 1, 2, 3. And cut, delete again, and continue doing that. And then once we're done, because this is the last one, 1, 2, 3, and cut. We just want to make sure that this frame is at the end, and then we'll have this nice sequence. And obviously at the moment it doesn't feel like it's moving, but when it's put into a game, it will look like it's moving. Okay.